Describe your experience climbing the ladder of success to get to where you are now.
I don't know if I feel like I really climbed the ladder of success as much as I stumbled through life and realized that I was moving uphill on accident. I really got to this place in my life where I knew that I wanted to be intentional about my own growth and development. On a whim, I started a blog, and after starting that blog, realized that I was connecting to women literally all over the world who were on a mission to do the same. It was from that place of awareness that I decided to become intentional. And when I became intentional, I wanted to know what resources did I have now, not what did I dream I could have, but what resources did I have now that would allow me to empower the women who were coming under my influence. It was from that place that the dots started connecting, and it went from just a blog to touring and podcasting and so many different elements. But I don't know that I felt like it was an intentional climb as much as it was taking ownership of my own journey and then coaching other women as I was learning at the same time.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow, wow. Okay, so tell us about the moment in your journey that you realized you impact the lives of others.
I remember the first time that I realized that I was impacting the lives of others. I had started this blog, and gosh, this was almost 10 years ago. And on this blog, I was just sharing my own process. I was really just processing what was taking place on the inside of me. But there was this moment that I wrote this blog about me getting pregnant as a teenager. And it was really me trying to be courageous because all of these people were inspired by me. But I felt like if you knew who I really was, if you knew what I'd done in my past, I'm not sure that you would still be inspired by me. So I put it all out there. And it was from that moment that I realized that these people weren't just following me, but they were being inspired because of what I had gone through. So it was through me being transparent and vulnerable and bearing my own scars that I realized it's one thing to have influence, and there's another to make an impact. When you have influence, people just are following you. But when you make an impact, people say, I want to become better because of something you said or something you did. And I started taking my life and my journey very seriously from that moment forward.
Yes, yeah. I like that point when you talked about impact instead of influence. That's a really good
Yeah,
point that, I think young people need to hear that. I think they focus so much on influence.
for
Rather
sure.
than- I think impact, you leave a legacy.
Yeah.
I love that. So what advice would you give your younger self?
Mm. If I could go back in time and give my younger self any advice, it would be to slow down, that you don't have to become everything right now in this moment. The one thing that you need to keep a pulse on is who you are, how you're feeling, and what you're going to do with what you have left. I feel like sometimes we get so caught up trying to rush the process that we don't even know who we are in the process. And then we're upset when the process fails. But true growth comes from understanding who we are, understanding what we need and what we don't need. And when we're planted from that place, I believe that we're able to grow and develop good fruit.